It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hello, Be It Babe. Oh my goodness. Hi. It is your FYF. It is time for us to celebrate some wins and be inspired by people's wins and what is possible in this world and with each other. And I'm just so excited to share with you what I've just discovered. So there's this place in Japan, and it's called the Café of Mistaken Orders. Okay, have you heard of this? So a woman named Akiko created a cafe where her father, with his dementia, could work. And so the place has people who have dementia. You have to have dementia to work there. And then there's some volunteers. And you work 2 hours a day, and you maybe bring the correct order to someone. Maybe you never bring an order. Maybe you sit down and talk to people instead. But at any rate, the goal of the cafe is to help people with dementia stay connected to society, which is proven to slow down dementia. And because Japan is this aging country, like they have a lot of elderly people, they've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out how to keep the people with dementia connected. They have a lot of dementia cases. And now they have 8,000 dementia cafes in Japan. So there's 8,000 places where people with dementia are working. And it's just really freaking cool. So thank you, Asia May Rock on Instagram, for highlighting Akiko and the Mistaken Order Cafe and what this is doing, because I really like it. And I don't know if you've heard, but 1 in 6 Americans will have dementia. And if you're a woman, your rates go up because of estrogen stuff, blah, blah, blah. At any rate, I think this is really amazing. And I'm really impressed with people and the things that they can do on this planet with not a lot. What a great idea. You know, sometimes we're like, how do I change the world? Well, how do you change a person's life that you know? And you'd be surprised how that's a domino effect of changing the world. Like, she's changing a country with this. I'm obsessed. Thank you so much. Okay. So now a win. We got to celebrate more wins. So Akiko's winning in Japan with that. Kelly Nyhan out of Chicago, who actually, the reason I picked her win is because I'm actually about to see her in a couple of days in Cambodia. So here it is. After 2 years of working with 2 different clients, they have finally decided to commit to a permanent day and time per week with the expectation to reschedule when they miss. I highly encourage versus enforce, but I think that my elevated teaching of the work and my intentionality around working with them perhaps has made the difference. I also am a high touch type of communicator, educating, motivating, and celebrating along the way in the studio, but also through email, Pocket Suite, her scheduling tool, and on social media. So yay, I'm feeling really great about it. And now I can count on the income each week. I also have a boundary, mostly in my head, that I don't work with people unless their intention is to commit to 1 time per week. No here and there, 2 times per month, etc. Just no. That sounds like a better fit for class for them. Kelly, I love your win. I love that it's kind of a unspoken rule. I love that you have these people who now, after listening to you all this time, finally feel the importance. You did that. And also, you didn't stop reminding them of this possibility, right? Like, you just kept doing it. You just kept putting yourself out there. You kept being yourself, more importantly. And that is so beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And what an amazing win. And yes, now you can count on that income. And I'm so excited to celebrate in Cambodia with you. So my win, Brad, my win. So, okay. Traveling to Cambodia is not always the easiest thing. There's not always a lot of options for us. And I have some airlines I love and some airlines I refuse to fly on. So at any rate, we had the option of having like 6-hour layovers in the middle of the night in Singapore. So shorter travel, but like $300 more a person. Okay. Or we could take this really weird flight option, which would have given us 13 hours overnight in Singapore each way. And I decided not only does it not to save the money, but I did like the price. I was like, yes, finally, we're under $1,000 to fly to Cambodia. Yes. But really, I've always wanted to see the Singapore skyline. I've just always wanted to see it. I'm just so excited to see it. And so I chose that one because now both Brad and I have an evening to go on a date in Singapore on the way to Cambodia and on the way home. And I share that with you because I think sometimes we don't travel or we don't do things. We're like, oh, the time commitment, oh, the thing. But what if you could find a silver lining in what is going on with that thing and take advantage of it? So I am totally taking advantage of these ridiculous layovers where I get to leave the airport and see Singapore. I get to see it. And I'm so, so excited. So it's just going to be, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to post pictures. I'm calling this a win. 13-hour layover, that's a win. It's not funny. So maybe you can also have a 13-hour layover. Where would you lay over for 13 hours? I want to know. All right, your mantra. Why not? Why not? How timely. I just drew this from. How timely. Why not? 13 hours in Singapore. Why not? Why not? Why not start a book club? Why not go to dinner by yourself? Why not? Why not? What is your why not that you're going to use this mantra on this weekend? I want to know. Please share your wins with me. I love sharing them in. Send your questions in to the Be It Pod. We answered them on the recap episodes. Share our interviews or our recap episodes or this with a friend who needs it, needs inspiration. Now, also, by the way, I've got to figure out how to go to Japan because I do want to go to Dementia Café. I mean, I looked at the menu. I can't have anything on it but the tea. And I don't really love tea, but they probably won't even bring it to me anyway. So it doesn't really matter. I just want to experience what this the Cafe of Mistaken Orders, like how perfectly imperfect is that? Beautiful. All right, loves, take care of yourself out there. Okay. You are the only person who could do what you do the way that you do it. You're it. And you're probably working yourself really, really hard. So what breaks can you take? What things can you do to support yourself? Yeah. And ask yourself, why not? All right. Until next time, loves, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Kroll.
It is produced and edited by the epic team at Diseño.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals and Samena Velazquez for our transcriptions.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all the content to our website, and finally to Meredith Crowell for keeping us all on point and on time.